for your kind introduction. I'm David Chou, and I first came here to NTUTM like 7 years ago. It's quite some time ago. And it is really my honor to be the general evaluator for tonight. So some of you might think, what does general evaluator do? As the name suggests, I would try to evaluate the general thing, the overall meeting, the overall experience for the meeting tonight. So basically, I can talk about everything what happened tonight. So let's start by one of the most important elements of the meeting. Besides the speakers, that'll be the audience. So I want to ask a very important question. Do you enjoy the meeting tonight? Yes. Yes. Do you enjoy the meeting tonight? Yes. Okay, that's very good. So don't you think that we should give the officers, the speakers, a very big hand for such a good night? Yes. Okay. Thank you for the officers, for the speakers. Because of their effort, we have such a good night. And so, aside from all the good parts, of course, there will be some suggestions. So I'll start from everything what I saw. And as you can see tonight, on our agenda, we're supposed to start at 6:30, but the actual starting time is 6:50. So that will be something that we should all try to improve. Try to be here on time, try to avoid all the technical problems, especially on the microphone. And but as you can see, we are supposed to be, I'm supposed to talk at 8:40, right? Yeah, I'm supposed to talk at 8:40, but I'm already here. So although we started delayed by 20 minutes, we're still on schedule. That's a very good thing. Very good time control for a TME. And also, after the time control, I'll go to the hardware part. It's good that we have a large enough room for all the guests, all the new members, and we have an overhead projector. That's very good, because we used to have a desktop, and the speaker would be blinded by a light. So it's good to have an overhead projector. And we have a wireless controller, so that the speaker wouldn't be stick to the computer all the time. In the old days, when we use the mouse to control the PowerPoint, the only place the speaker can go is about this far, and he cannot use all the space. So with a wireless controller, the speaker can go down, talk and interact to the audience. That makes a very big difference during the speeches. And we have now a small blackboard that's really cute. Don't you think so? Yeah, cute little blackboard. Very good. But also, we have a projector, but we also face some technical difficulties during Jason's speech. His gray sky turned into a blue screen, and that's not very good. So try next time to connect the connection cables and make every arrangement before the speaker comes up. Yeah, that'll be better. And also for the microphone, if you have technical difficulties, maybe it's time to change one. You know, maybe we can buy some new ones. Because without this, can you hear me? No, right? Yeah, those in the back, they cannot hear what we are saying. You see, so using a microphone is very important. Also for a speaker, because if you have a very great speech, but you are talking in a very low voice, without a microphone, those of you cannot hear you. They cannot enjoy your speech. So use a microphone. And so next I'll come to the content of the meeting tonight. We have, before the opening of the meeting, we have a video. A video about, we're talking about what you think about TM and what you think about your experience here. That's a very good thing, because you can keep the audience entertained, so that they still have something to do, something to look at. And for the variety session, it's very good to pick basically the members, but we also have volunteers. We are still open to volunteers, because volunteering is a very important part in this club. As you can see, if every one of you join this club, there will be more than 50 members, I would say. But for each session, there's only like 2 to 4 times that you can come up. So you have to seize the chance. Seize the chance to volunteer. Okay? And for the speeches, Jason did a very good promotional speech about NTUTM, and I can see that the audience are very happy. And you have given us solid examples, so we can see why you like this club so much. And for second speaker, Rex, you give us a passionate speech about what you want to talk about. Please invest your time wisely. Use your time and evaluate how much you can do, and try not to exhaust yourself. And for each session, we have a each session master did a good job in introducing what they are supposed to do and what they are going to conduct the session, so that the audience wouldn't be like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? Yeah. A small introduction would comfort them so that they would know what they are supposed to do. But also, we'll try to, there's something I want to provide my suggestions. Try to explain why do we want to clap before introducing anyone to come up to the stage. And in NTUTM, each one of us, speakers, officers, and everyone else, we're trying to provide a warm, comfortable, and encouraging place for each of us to learn, to speak, to practice. And one of the most effective ways is to clap your hands, give the speakers a big hand. If you are one of the speakers on stage, you will know how much it means to you to hear the clapping. It can mean both things. One is that, oh, your speech is so great, and the other is, finally your speech is over. But either way, you will hear the clapping sound. So that's very important. So you want to hear it, and also, so please provide it to the speakers, to the session master. Okay, that's why we clap. And also, there's one small thing I want to mention. In TM, in speeches, in delivery, the main point is the speaker. It's the content of the speech. The PowerPoints are just supplements. Okay, so try to put more focus on the speaker, on the speech content, and less on the PowerPoint. Yeah. And so, the overall things would conclude my evaluation and my observation for tonight. And so I want to talk a little bit about my personal story of my 7 years in TM. I came here in the first week when I was a freshman in the first year. And I came here and, ooh, interesting club. So many people. And also, in the variety session, they tried to ask for volunteers, but I was so afraid I didn't raise my hand. But in table topic, I finally have the courage to raise my hand and deliver my first table topic session. And I also received my first big hand. Oh, finally you're over. And that really encouraged me a lot. And after so many years, I'm really glad that although I have graduated from graduate school, I can still be the general evaluator here tonight. And so I hope that each one of you can have the experience, to have the chance to go through my experience of learning, and learning about speaking, about leadership, and about making friends in this such warm, comfortable, and friendly place. So I hope you all have a very good night tonight. So I'll turn the control back to the TMEs.